Okay, play number 4 here of series number 4, guys. Looking at it right now, Bad has 1:17 left in the half. Ball on his opponent's 42-yard line with the 1st and 10, still with that 3-0 lead. He's coming out on a trip set of Y trips, so he has a tight end and 2 receivers over to his right. Over on the left, he has his X receiver. Not X because he's the X button, because that's the position name is X. X, Y, Z. Okay? And then this guy is given all sorts of, just depending on what team, the team terminology is. He could be a S for slot, he can be a T for tailback, or an F for fullback, even though he may be a wide receiver. They just give him that denotation. So looking at it right here, he's running the comebacks out of this set. So 2 comeback routes from his outside receivers, as you can see, on both sides of the ball. A dig route here out of his slot receiver, and then an arrow route out of his tight end here. Back is running what looks to be the check route, so he's checking to see if there's any blitz. No blitz comes, then he's going to hitch up over the middle. Looking at it, Bad in this case, I believe, or actually his opponent, excuse me, looks to be in a 2 press, man-to-man, so cover 2 or 2 high. So those guys are there. He's bumped up, bumped up, bumped up. This guy should lock onto him, or it could be this guy locked onto him and he's rushing. I'm not 100%. I'll have to look at that again when we're running through it. But either way, it's going to be about Bad's guys beating his guys. And if he has the time, then I think he's got a lot open here. If he has time, these 2 outside comeback routes should open up as long as he can hit them on the break. If he hits them on the break and then brings them back to the outside and down, then those could be really big plays. The dig route will eventually open up as well, especially if you can throw him open, leading him to the left in that case. The only thing I don't really see having a chance would be this one here, just because whoever the defender is going to attack it right away. So if it's this defender, it might be open early, like really early. But really, he's probably not going to look at that with his time and everything. He wants to get it deep here. So let's go ahead and run through this, see what happens, and then we'll discuss. Alright, stopping here because you're already seeing my pet peeve. See how he's starting to back off now and roll backwards and out to the left. Let's look at his blocking. That's perfect. His 2 tackles have just beautiful blocking. His guard or center there, I can't tell which, has just destroyed a guy. He's just got great blocking all around him. Sit right here. 7-8 yards depth. Sit in your pocket. And you can step up. If these guys do come free on the outside, then all he has to do is step up. He can run it, or he can just step up and then start sliding right or sliding left and giving him more time to hit one of those deeper routes, or whoever can work their way open. So in this case here, he's backing off. He's also throwing off his back foot because he kept running. As you can see, they're throwing on the run. So yeah, he has a receiver open, right? But boom. Alright, so almost interception there. And the reason being is this whole back off here. Look at where he starts doing that. If he, okay, so he's in a good spot right here. If he sits right there and is just patient, he'll have that. Now, by backing off like he did and where he throws it, see where he's at now? He's throwing it about 4 to 5 yards further. So the ball has to travel that much further. Doesn't seem like a lot, I know. But that's enough for an NFL DB especially to be able to make a play on it, or any DB really for that matter. Plus, he's throwing it on the run, off his heels basically. So that's going to take some speed off the ball as well. So if you're going to run back, if you're going to run around, make sure you get your feet set, guys. Make sure you plant those feet back up, let them get set, and then let her rip. Especially in a case like this where he has plenty of time still. He could have done that still. This guy's starting to come free now, but he would have had time to still plant the feet and then let that sucker rip. But really, I would have just kept it right there. You have that 5 yards less. You'll have your feet in good position, and then you can make that a nice hard throw. As opposed to that where the guy's able to get on the ball. Let's look at the other routes real quick and see if either of them open. Yeah, right there, definitely. That's open, but you have to throw it on really good timing. Obviously, if he throws that now, that's an interception. You really want to throw that right about there, and then you want to throw it down and out so it brings him to the outside. Doesn't look like the arrow route's open here. It looks like that guy's in a really good position. This backside, this corner is actually doing a really good job on that too, mainly because it's the short side of the field. That is where the short side can matter, is on routes like this, out routes and comeback routes, which are basically deep out routes. That's where the short side of the field can hurt you if you're going deep to the outside. So yeah, in this case, as far as grades go, I have to give him a 00 in this case. No big play because there was no interception, so that's good. No sack or anything like that. But obviously he didn't get his job done. It was what he did affected the play, and obviously no play success in that play. So in that case, so it's a 0 on this play.